Hey guys, welcome to the Nerd Files. I'm JJ and today I will be doing a short review of Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron. So, the movie is a very fast-paced, action-focused movie. There's not a lot of downtime for the team. There's not a lot of comedy moments. So if that's the sort of superhero movie you're looking for, this really isn't the one you should be watching. I quite enjoy it because I do like the fast-paced, bam, bam, bam action that superhero venues can offer. But that might just be me. So the action's constant throughout. The opening scene drops you right into the action, and you don't get a break throughout the entire movie, which I loved. The characters make jokes throughout the film, but it's not breaking plot or scene to make them, which is something I've had problems with in other Joss Whedon movies, where the jokes felt like they were taking away from the movie, that to make the humor, I was dropping out of enjoying the movie, versus in Age of Ultron, where the jokes felt very natural, the sort of things that would come up in this sort of situation between friends where you know each other quite well and you just make those. So it worked. I absolutely loved the characterization of Quicksilver. Pietro Maximoff in the comics is my absolute favorite superhero. He's just got such depth to him, and I was so worried when they said they were putting him in the movie because I thought they would completely ruin it, especially because they don't have the ability to put in his backstory with Magneto and the Brotherhood because it's Avengers Quicksilver and not X-Men Quicksilver. However, it's beautiful, especially his relationship with his twin sister Wanda. Pietro is very protective of Wanda, but it comes across in the movie as being protective, but also recognizing the fact that she can look after herself. And he knows she can look after herself, and he respects her right to say, no, I'm going to look after myself. And I just loved how that came across. It was amazing. 10 out of 10. The movie successfully balances the huge cast, giving minor characters like Black Widow and Hawkeye time to flesh out the things that we don't get shown because they don't have their own standalone movie. Compared to the Avengers, where minor characters like Hawkeye were shoved to the side for more screen time for Tony Stark and Captain America. So it very does balance out the large cast, which the cast has significantly grown from the Avengers. Super secret boy band got bigger, and it does a very nice job of balancing out and giving all the cast members semi-equal screen time. It comes across as feeling semi-equal screen time. I wouldn't actually know because I didn't count minutes because I was too busy thoroughly enjoying the movie. We get background on Nat and Clint in this movie, as well as seeing more in-depth studies of the existing characters who've had their own standalone movies, like Captain America. So some of the bad things about the movie. Again, it's very fast-paced, which may be harder for some fans to follow. Me personally, I found it easy to follow with plot points constantly coming, but that's probably influenced by the fact that I'm a huge comic book nerd and knew all of these characters and events and weapons coming into this, so I didn't have to worry about trying to figure out where they were from because I've already had that explained to me in the comics. But the movie doesn't really give explanations for any of these, it just throws them at you. So if you're a person coming in with only the movie knowledge, only Marvel Cinematic Universe knowledge, you might have difficulty following that throw, snap, snap, snap plot work. There's a ton of subplots, and it can be hard to keep track of them, or which ones are still relevant, which ones you're supposed to be caring about now, and which ones you can just forget about. So that is a thing, that there's just a ton of subplots going on, and it gets a little crazy. So it introduces a lot of new characters or world details without explaining how they've come to be involved in this. It just throws you in that there's this new thing involved in the team, or that Tony Stark's got this new friend, or that they've got this new facility. It just throws it in without explanation for how it got there, how this person got into the team's life, how the team figured out this tactic. It just throws it in. And I found that very disjointed, especially for the things that I couldn't recall from the comics. And if I don't know something from the Avengers comics and you throw it into your movie without explanation, I feel cheated. At the very least, if you're going to throw something in without explanation, have it based in comic book history. Don't just throw something in without explanation that has no basis in the existing source material. So there's some of the bad points. So the overall opinion of me is just, I was blown away by this movie. I loved it. And I'm probably gonna go and see it again, like, tomorrow, because, oh my goodness, it was amazing. Like, I walked out of the theater and went, there's a showing in 45 minutes, I bet they still have tickets on sale. I could try and get in for that. That's how awesome it was. It's a very kick-ass focused movie, so it's all about the action and the Avengers kicking butt, and I love that in my superhero movies. I want something where it's just all them kicking butt, and that's what Age of Ultron is. It's very much kicking butt. It's also very close to a standalone movie. The plot wraps up both ties from the Phase 2 Marvel Cinematic Universe and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as kickstarting us into Phase 3 Marvel Cinematic Universe. But at the same time, it is very contained. The villain is contained to this one movie, which works very well as compared to the first Avengers movie, with Loki being, his whole motivation was tied up in the first Thor movie. So you couldn't watch just Avengers without understanding why he was doing what he was doing. Versus with this Avengers, you get the full explanation. It's tied alone. The heroes, you don't really know their motivations. You have to watch all the previous films. But the villain, it's nice to see that sort of self-contained villain of the movie type thing. So yeah, that's my overall opinion. I'm in love, and you guys should all go and see Avengers Age of Ultron. Thanks for watching the Nerd Files. I've been JJ, and feel free to leave comments, like, subscribe, or give ideas for future videos or reviews for me to do below. Bye!